The NPO alleges that several families had filed missing people reports with authorities months ago. The incident is part of a larger trend of human trafficking and exploitation in South Africa, with multiple cases reported in recent months. And for more on this, we are now joined in studio by crime expert Calvin Rafadi to tell us more about this. But first, Calvin, thank you so much for your time and thank you for coming in studio today. Before we deal with the issue around the human trafficking issue in Centurion, pertaining to those Ethiopian nationals, I want us to touch more on the Olato Mongali case. And of course, this follows, the reports which have come out pertaining to the main suspect who has now, unfortunately, has been deceased. What do you make of romance scams? I mean, this girl met this man at a shopping center with her mother. What do you make of where we are as a society where even, romance scams are now found in malls?
Yeah, good evening and good evening to your viewers. It's indeed condolences to the family of Olato and may her soul rest in peace. So what we can say, as an expert, I want to first apologize to the family and to the nation. The reason being, I think we always as well come out and using the traditional way, the old school method to say, people, when you go on a blind date or when you meet a stranger, the first point of departure, tell your friends where you are going, let them, if those gadgets and even, technology such as Find My iPhone and all of that. Olato has ticked all those boxes, but they never yielded results. From today onwards, we are declaring that social media itself, whether dating sites or what have you, it's a hotspot of a crime. We've seen this with a notorious person like Abu Thabo Best, luring some of their victims and prey into, committing such horrific crimes. But now it has become one of the hotspots where criminals are targeting. Now, there's a question where people are saying that, no, but you start meeting someone who's a stranger, then you build from there. But nowadays, it is very dangerous. When you want to go on a date, rather let there be a referral of somebody whom is known. Because even in the malls, because we believe the same target used to target ladies in malls, and a lot of ladies, they've come out to say that. Yeah. So even in the malls, do not entertain strangers. Even to a point of not even shaking a hand with a stranger. Because they use what we call melatonin. All right. With a hyena tail, apparently it's mixed. They wear latex gloves. So even when they touch you, a stranger touches your hand and shakes your hand, you might find yourself being dizzy, and they might pull you out of the mall and even rob you for that matter. All right. So people must never even entertain strangers in the mall. But to go back to online dating, social media and entertaining strangers, it's a no-go area for now. We don't have any other measures because Olato has ticked all the boxes, but they never yielded any results. Another serious
case that we are dealing with is a group of Ethiopian nationals who were found in Centurion. I mean, what does this say about our country's porous borders if a group of men who have been locked up and say that they've been there for months?
Once again, I want to repeat, we do not have borders in South Africa. And what I'm saying is that I'm doing a qualitative research on behalf of UJ, and I've been on the field, and I'm just, starting to finalize it. But what I'm saying is we do not have borders. And this is a security national threat. So it's a bit of security. So state security, they need to look at this issue. Because what we are dealing with, there's a difference between human trafficking and human smuggling. So a lot of these cases, well, it goes case by case. A lot of these cases, these people are smuggled into the country. They are the ones who give consent. And after they've been smuggled, they are kept in, expensive suburbs with high walls. And then someone as an agent who is enabling all of this crime will then take all the passport, go to what we call a Desmond Tutu refugee center in Marabastad. They give those officials those passports. They give them asylums to now for them to go out and start working at wholesaler shops or even opening up spazas. So it's a very well organized crime. Some, they don't even go to a Desmond Tutu refugee center for the passport. Some of the internet cafes in Kempton Park, they can manufacture fake passports. But the minute they leave the house, there's a fee that the agent will receive to release them on a cheap labor.
Calvin, why do we see, increase in this trend? I mean, you speak about, some of these people being held in high walls and suburbs and in communities you wouldn't even think of. Where does this trend come from now that we continue to see a number of groupings found in normal neighborhoods?
Yes, I guess they come here for certain opportunities, even though those opportunities, they are not of a rare skill. And even though most of them come in this side, I mean, at the end of the day, they commit certain crimes and even white-collar crime. And, that's why even some of the automatic rifles, they are brought in the country by ex-militants who don't even have papers. They are all illegal immigrants. But what we can say is that they come here looking for opportunities. But some, they've got that mentality that most of the time when before 1994, during apartheid, most of our so-called, they were, taking care of them in their country. That's the language that we hear. But the influx of them coming this side, looking for opportunities, opening up spazas to a point that even sell expired goods, they manufacture their own medicine and all of those type of crimes and illicit goods, illicit cigarettes, you name it. But this is is well established. It's a connection of at the refugee center. It's a connection of some of the top brass in the police. It's a connection of even at SARS. Because with SARS, with illegal cigarettes that these people are either manufacturing or distributing, they've got what we call a bonded warehouse. Now, when you go and rate them, they will show you a bonded warehouse. Some of those bonded warehouse certificates, they are illegal, they are fake, because they've got connection even in the SARS. But indeed, they come here for those type of opportunities, but they commit a lot of crime.
All right, Calvin, thank you so much for your time and for joining us in studio. That is crime expert Calvin Rafadi there, speaking to us about the issues around those group nationals which were found in Centurion.